Y'all, Dante and I'm back. Let's talk about this Parkwood Entertainment. Yeah, that's Beyonce's production company. Yes, yes. Y'all remember when Beyonce was in that movie Cadillac Records? Yeah, yeah. And the movie Obsessed. That was like the first movies that were produced by the Parkwood Entertainment. I don't think there's been any more. Um, that first movie, that Records, that was around 2008. They lost 3 million making that. Now, Obsessed, that was huge. That made like a $50 million profit. So that was, but it had horrible reviews. They said Beyonce was the absolute worst actress. Anyway, so Parkwood sort of pivoted a little bit and began to do entertainment, like music and things like that, not just production. So then they signed a few girls. Now, do y'all know Ingrid Burley? I think that was her name. Ingrid Burley was a young girl that was Solange's friend. She grew up in the same neighborhood as Beyonce and Solange. She was one of the first girls to be signed. After her, there was a Sophie Beam. She was 15 years old. She was signed. And then there was Chloe and Halle Bailey, the most popular ones. That's who everybody knows from Parkwood. Right, right. Well, it's just for me, it just seems very weird. Um, they all have sort of the same stories about Beyonce. One, Sophia Beam, Ingrid Burley, Chloe and Haley, all say the same thing that Beyonce's managing them, but all she does is write them notes. Nope. When she was managing Sophia Beam, who is now a DJ. No, no, no. Ingrid Burley is now a DJ in Houston. Sophia Beam is a college student somewhere because both of their records just never came out and just didn't get produced. They said pretty much Beyonce just would write them like a pen pal. The fuck? She she wasn't like with them at events. She was not speaking to them about certain things. She was not meeting with nothing. None of that. None of that. And now with Chloe and Haley, well, Chloe seems like the sister that fell to the wayside, right? She had a key interview that she was speaking about some things that just don't seem right in the entertainment industry. I'm going to put that at the end of the video, but it's very eerie since we know what we know now. But Halle, now they say Halle played the game. Yeah, yeah. Supposedly, y'all know how she got the Little Mermaid deal? Well, Halle had to deal with DDG. Now, that's just what I heard allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not, but DDG has a huge social media presence. He's in the new clique of all the big and new and upcoming entertainers, the Kai Cenats and all them. Yes. And she had to play that game. Yes, they had to be a couple and she had a baby. I heard the baby was instructed. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But in order for her to grow and be who she wants to be in the industry, she had to do what she was told. And supposedly that DDG relationship was part of her instructions. Supposedly, that's why Haley went up here and Chloe's down here. Like I said, y'all are going to see this interview and it makes a lot of sense. It's just another thing. It makes you wonder. Beyonce has how many millions or 2 billion or some people following her on Instagram, TikTok, and everything. She does not even market for her audience. I mean, for her artist. She does not at all. It's very, very strange. It makes you wonder, why did she have the label? What was the label for at the end of the day? I have no clue because she was not even trying to make them better or bigger. It's almost like it was a front for something else. Was it a way to traffic girls because they were underage? She only signed underage girls. I think Ingrid might have been the oldest. The rest were underage girls. And she's Beyonce. Can't she get anybody popping who wants to be popping? I just think she can get them popping if somebody signs and does what they're supposed to do, maybe with a man or something like that. Because again, the only one that became anything at all was Halle, and she's the one that hooked up with another very, very popular male and made sort of a power couple. Haven't y'all noticed that's a fad in the industry? They always make power couples. When I think it's really just someone's handling somebody, it's never a power couple, never has been. But doesn't that make y'all wonder, what is the point of this Parkwood label? What is the point? Chloe and Halle, they were given 2 albums for less than $1 million or something. And they didn't even go anywhere on the albums. Like I said, look at Beyonce's social media. She does not promote anyone that's supposed to be her artist. I just think Parkwood is something else. I don't know what it is, but it does not seem like it's anything that's supposed to make a lot of money or anything that is supposed to get a lot of clout. And everybody knows everything Beyonce does gets a lot of clout except for her label. Make it make sense, y'all. Things that make you say, Parkwood Entertainment, Beyonce's non existent label with non existent artists. Hell.
It's resonating with me so much is because it's something that you see every day, and no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be. And that's why Sinners, like, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry can really resonate with it.